Hey, this is your girl, Michelle Diva. I'm bringing you another episode of The Valley, Persian Style, Season 1, Episode 7, Reza-lation. Reza-lation. Anyway, if you're new here, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We do reviews here. This is the Diva Nation. We are all the family. Alrighty, and if you're returning, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's your crazy cousin. Alright, give me a thumbs up. Like and share and comment and subscribe. Just give me a thumbs up, y'all. Keep me in the algorithm. And we will begin now. We'll begin. Alright, so Reza, Sky, and Tanin meet up because last episode Reza invited Sky to lunch. It was 3 seats. Then Tanin arrived. Tanin didn't even know she was meeting Sky. Reza set all of this up. Reza Jackson set all of this up. So he grabs their purses and he leaves the table so they can talk. So they had cute purses. So okay, moving on. So Sky said, "You didn't take up for me during the attack." She said, "You didn't have my back, and I was pissed off, and I was disappointed." And she said, "And your husband, Greg, started the attack." Okay. And then Tana was like, "No, Reza started the conversation." And Tana was like, "You were ambushed, and I do feel bad for that." And so Sky said, "You do? You do?" You do? Okay, you do? All right. She said, um, yeah, she said, "You do?" She said, well, Tana said, but the way you put it, that these people were beneath you. Okay. So Sky put, talked to them like they were beneath her. And Sky was like, "Yes, they are beneath me. They are." She said, because that, and it's not because of social, it's because how they act. I am above them. And so Tannen also apologized for the serum thing because she shouldn't have told Reza that she put the serum on the dog. She should have told her that she didn't appreciate her putting the serum on the dog instead of telling Reza. So she apologized for that. And she said, but you saying I get a discount for everything. And so Sky was like, "Well, I never," she said, no, yeah, she said, you never paid full price for anything. And so then she said, but the skincare thing, she said, "I fucked up and it wasn't my intention." And she said, "I'm sorry." So she did apologize. I'm kind of shocked because she thinks she right on everything. So she did apologize for that, for putting the serum on the dogs, even though she tried to make an excuse. Well, I think my pets are like my children. So I put it basically on my children. She tried to say that, but now she backtracking, and now she apologizing for putting the serum on the dog. Okay. And then Tana was like, "Well, it seems like you got one foot out the door in this friendship." Okay. She said, "It seems like I'm always fighting for this friendship, and you got one foot out the door." And so Sky was like, "Well, if you're feeling that way, after all these years, I would be concerned too." Yeah, that's why she telling you, Sky. That's why she telling you, because she think you got one foot out the door. Okay, that's what she think. You got one foot out the door. So that's why she telling you that you need to check that. But obviously you didn't get that. Because you was like, "Well, if I felt the same way, I would be concerned too." That's not what she wanted. Okay, well, we're going to leave that alone. Moving on. Tommy and MJ. Mercedes. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Mercedes? I think so. Um, Tommy, I'm going to give you some claps on this. Okay. Because, I still think you're a weirdo. Okay. But you did tell Shams about cleaning up behind himself. So I'll give you claps on that one. Okay. I'll give you claps on that one. Okay. You did tell him to clean up behind himself. Okay. But you laughing at him treating his mama a certain way, that's not okay. That's not okay. You should tell him to respect his mama. Even though you don't respect his mama, you should tell him to respect his goddamn mama. And poor little MJ over there, can I get a hug, Shams? Can I get a hug? He was like, fine. Leave me alone, mama. Fine. Boy, I had, my son was like that. My son wanted to be up under me all day long and twice on. He still wanted to be up under me all day long. I don't know what it's like. I had a mama's voice, so I don't know what it's like. But MJ talking about her finances, she's like, I ain't selling no houses, and if I don't sell no houses, our nest egg is getting getting low. Because obviously you not bringing in no money. You podcasting, y'all, they got a little podcast or whatever, but apparently it ain't bringing in no money to sustain them. So she got to sell houses. Okay, Tommy, you really need to get a for real job, but you really can't get a for real job because you got anger management issues. Okay, but they got a little raggedy podcast called From the Dirt, in the Dirt, Dirt. No, I don't know what it's something about some dirt. Dirt hurt. Put it in your mouth and let it work. I don't know. It's some kind of dirt. So, yeah. But she worried because, she the breadwinner. But she the only one worried. So she got to hustle. She got to sell houses. She got to do what she need to do, to bring in some money, and she the only one worried. I don't know why he ain't worried. He gonna be homeless just like she is. Okay, so he need to step up. He need to step up and step up and bring some money in the house. However however he need to do it, he need to bring some money in the house. So, but like I said, she the only one worried because she the breadwinner. But I think they got a divorce. I hope they did, because weirdo Tommy get on my nerve. Anyway, so Tommy don't want to go to the open house because he don't like her friends. And she basically, let him know, like, I excuse me, I stand 10 toes down for you. Excuse me, and whatever you want to do. But you don't come through for me. That's your problem. You don't come through for me. I come through for you all the time, but you don't come through for me. So Tommy was like, he said, yeah, because I'm a shitty ass husband. All right, bingo. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You are a shitty ass husband. I agree. Give you this again. You are a shitty ass husband. Yeah. You know it. You manifested it. Your words have power. You are a shitty ass husband because you have admitted it and you claimed it, and you are proving it. You are a shitty ass husband. Moving on. Reza and MJ are looking at some jewelry for his dad. He has cremated him. Um, and so he wants to get up something around his neck that put you get ashes in it and whatever, and he can get a necklace or something. So the necklace he picked out was $28,000. And Russell said, I can resurrect him for $28,000. I can resurrect him, okay, for $28,000. But yeah, so I don't know what if he picked out something else, okay, but they flashback to when MJ dad passed away, and she was throwing his ashes into the ocean. so she throws some ashes. The ashes blow back in her face, blow back in Reza's face. Reza has a choking fit. This shit was funny as hell. I laughed so hard on that shit. I laughed because I was just like, that's not going. I was like, that's not gonna work. But she had a handful of ashes, and she threw it, and all that shit came right back to her in her face and Reza. But that was so funny. They got a good friendship. I love it. So, and so MJ said that she's going to have an open house of Gigi's sister, Laila. So but Reza said you need to tell Gigi before you have this open house that it is Laila's house. So Sky and Bombshot go to dinner. Sky tells Bombshot that she had a talk with Tanin, and she was just like, nothing really got solved when we had a talk, okay, basically. But she said she is more pissed at him than anybody else. She said that and so Bombshot, he said, I fucked up. I didn't do the right thing. He said, but I did tell the boys not to disrespect you, and I told them that you never offended anybody. And Sky was like, well, you said that? You really said that? And she said, and Sky was like, well, I'm not gonna let it go. Okay, I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna let it go. I'm gonna harass you about this shit all for the rest of your life. Okay, how you didn't stand up for me when all these people was attacking me. You ain't stand up for me. So you're going to pay for this for the remainder of this marriage. Okay, that's basically what she said. Okay, that was basically what she said. She didn't say that, but that was implied. Like, I'm not gonna get over it. You're going to have to pay me back for the remainder of this marriage, and that's it. She said, I'm not gonna let it go. Bombshell was mad, talking about, well, what you want me to say? He said, what the fuck you want from me? I said, God damn. Damn. Okay. What the fuck you want from me? Okay. So then they get real mad, and so they start talking in their own language, okay? Persian language. I don't know if it's a Persian language or if it's a name of a different language. They just talking, but what the closed caption said that Bombshell was like, since when have you had my back? Since when have you had my back? I wait. I wait. And Sky couldn't say anything. She was just like, I don't want to discuss it no more. I don't want to discuss it no more. She was just like, fuck that night. I don't even want to discuss it no more. Fuck that night. Okay? Basically, when he said, when have you had my back? I'll wait. And she couldn't say nothing. She had to hang it up flat screen. Okay? She had to hang it up. I don't want to discuss it no more. I don't want to discuss it. Fuck that night. I don't want to talk about that night no more. That shit's funny to me. Wait. Okay, well, that was it. We'll see if she let it go. Because she don't want to discuss that night no more. Because she ain't had her his back. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We got some more episodes to go. We'll see if it come back up. But she don't want to discuss that night no more. Ooh, Sky, you funny. Anyway, Reza, MJ, and Gigi go smoke weed or whatever. So, MJ tells, well, first of all, Gigi tells the MJ and Reza about this house she saw. And so MJ was like, oh yeah, that's down the street from me and stuff. And so Reza was like, well, how much is it? And she's like, 14.5. And he was like, what? So she said, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask Dennis for $3,000 alimony.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
But I cannot see. I'm legally blind.
Yeah, all of that. Oh.
You stupid.
She want $3,000 from Dennis, who she kicked out from Palm Springs. Who she almost wanted to punch. Okay. For $3,000 alimony when they was only married, what, 1 or 2 weeks? Wait, let me get this again.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
What? What? Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. So MJ tells her, I don't have nothing else to say about this. She delusional. I don't know how she gonna make this $14,000. Hopefully she'll get paid that much and more for this these sex toys, okay? But apparently in the future episode, she coming out with a jewelry line like Sky. Okay. So she gonna compete with Sky. I don't know what it is. Hopefully it ain't that Alibaba shit that Whitney was doing in in Salt Lake City. Okay. Hopefully it ain't that Alibaba shit. But whatever the case may be, you delusional, child. You delusional. Anyway, MJ tells her that she is going to have an open house for Laila's house because she's selling the house. So I don't know why she didn't think that she was gonna have an open house for her. How she gonna sell a goddamn house if she ain't got no goddamn open house? And she want to invite everybody, but Gigi getting mad because she, that's her sister. She don't want to talk about it. Well, then if you don't want to come, then don't goddamn come. Shit, but you gonna come because you it's filming. Girl, shut the fuck up. She was like, it's family. Back off. Shit. It's business. I gotta sell a goddamn house. So I gotta, listen, if I don't sell a house, me and Shams and Tommy is out the door. Okay? Okay? We foreclosed. So we gotta sell this house. Girl, it's business. Shit, fuck your family. So anyway, so Gigi was like, "Is your husband coming?" She was just like, "I don't know." And so Gigi was like, "Why?" She was like, "Well, he don't feel comfortable around coming around y'all." And so she was like, "Well, I don't feel comfortable coming around my sister." Well, then don't come, bitch. That's how I feel. Anyway, and so Reza was like, "Well, do you want me to text Tommy? Let me just text Tommy. Try to smooth this out, smooth it out." So Reza texted Tommy, and then Tommy said, he don't want to film them making up, getting back together, or being friends again. He don't want to film this shit. So he said after filming we can talk. Okay, he don't want none of this to be on camera. Okay, so he said after filming we can talk. So that's it. So they ain't gonna talk until after filming, as far as we know. All right. So Natasha wants Amir to have a vasectomy. He don't want to. He said, he said that surgery. She was like, I had 3 C-sections for your children, so you can have one operation to not having no more kids. So he was like, well, he couldn't have kids with his first wife. We don't know why he couldn't have kids with his first wife, and he don't want to take away his ability to have more kids. Just in case they break up, he can make some more kids. Okay, but you can always have it reversed too. Okay, and you might be getting too motherfucking old to be having kids. Okay, sit your motherfucking ass down, raise these goddamn kids, have a vasectomy, so she don't have to go. She don't have to worried about getting pregnant. Or use a condom, but she don't like to use a condom. So you need to do what you need to do. He was like, you could take birth control. She was like, I ain't trying to put all these hormones in my body. I don't blame you, girl. I don't blame you. Okay. She said, I eat right. I take vitamins and supplements to keep this body. I ain't trying to take no hormones. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. He need to get snip. Okay. That's what he need to do. Anyway, Tanin meets Reza. Reza apologizes to Tanin because he basically told Sky about her putting the oil on the dog. Tanin said Reza tells Reza that Sky was upset for her not standing up for Tanin not standing up for her. And so Tanin was like, well, unless our friendship changes, which it won't, but unless she changes, and she's not, then our friendship is over. So your friendship is over because she ain't changing. Moving on. They got a pool party. Natasha and Amir had a pool party. Reza, so they come. Reza telling the group about Gigi, about how she is trying to get $3,000 from Dennis to pay for this $14,000 home, and she trying to get some alimony. Okay. And Tanin in the confessional, she was like, why would you want to depend on someone who betrayed you? Yes, yes, I agree with that all the way. Why would you want to depend on anybody who betrayed you? What if you only get $3,000 for a month because y'all wasn't married that long. Okay, y'all weren't married that long. So you get $3,000 one month. That's it. You still got to, maintain. So you might need to find another house, boo. Okay, that's all I got to say about that. So then, of course, they talking about Gigi when she come in. Gigi was like, they were like, speak of the devil, and she was like, who was the devil? And then she was just like, hi. She was like, that's what you do when someone comes in the room, you say hi. And so Gigi in the confessional saying, why am I always the topic? Y'all should talk about y'all failed marriages. Y'all failing marriages, okay? But Gigi, come here, baby. Ain't it you that been married like 3 times? Ain't it you? You can't talk about nobody failing marriages, okay? You have yet to have a successful one, okay? So let them talk about they failing marriages, because they pretty much, most of them all have one. But you can't talk about you can't talk either, okay? Because you ain't had a successful one either. Anyway, Adam talks to Gigi over to the side about Reza. He wants to go to do tantric yoga. And Gigi was like, she said, yeah, I heard people have orgasms from doing that. And all I remember that Sex in the City episode where they Charlotte want them to go to tantric sex yoga thing, and they were all sitting on the couch and everything like that, and and when he bust the nut and that nut came right here and hit Miranda in his head right here. This cum was right here on her head. Oh, I know y'all remember that. I know y'all remember that. That was so funny. He was like, yeah, pop. And Miranda was like, oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone. All right. Oh, okay. So Bomb Shot arrives by himself. He said that Sky was in Vegas selling jewelry. Okay. So then Big Vita and MJ arrive. Big Vita, MJ mama, go harass the lifeguard. She was like, you need to stand over there because the kids over here, you need to stand over there. He was like, no, I'm good right here. Then she said, what she say? Then she said, dang, what else she say? Oh, then she said, she tell him how to do his job. Girl, go somewhere. Big Vita, go somewhere, okay? She was like, are you proficient? Big Vita, leave him alone. Leave him alone, Big Vita. Leave him alone. He said he teach kids how to swim. He okay. My son is a lifeguard, okay? He used to be a lifeguard too, okay? Leave him alone. He watching the kids. Okay, he is trained in CPR. Don't worry about it, okay? Anyway, MJ talking to Bomb Shot, and she said Sky thinks she's right, and she wants to be right more than she wants to try to mend fences with people who love her. And Bomb Shot said, well, reach out to her because she ain't mad at you. She mad at a lot of these other folks, but she ain't mad at you. So maybe you should reach out to her and try to talk to her. Okay? So that was the end of the episode. Okay? So I'll see you in the next episode. So give me a thumbs up. Like and share and comment and subscribe to my channel. And we will see you in that video. Peace, y'all.